Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar Kwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. A peace and salutation to the elect that's out here labored in all truth and sincerity. To USA Shalom. This is Brother Amawan Ariyah from GMS Charlotte, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar Kwadash. And pretty much in this lesson, I want to go into how we will have our connection to the animals reestablished. All right? Because when you read in the book of Genesis chapter 1, all right, the creation story pretty much going into, how everything was made. And it goes into how, men, mainly the Israelites, okay, was given dominion over the animals, all right? And the animals are pretty much put here to do whatever job that they do for the earth, all right? And when you look at the animals, you watch these different shows, you got the ones on Animal Planet, Netflix, and BBC, all these different things, and they show the animals in their habitat, and pretty much what you see amongst the animals is that they're completely in order with how the Most High, created them to be, man. All right? And it's only thanks to this devil where you starting to see, weird phenomena going on with animals. But I bring all this up, to pretty much, drive the point home to when we, when we were in our power, pretty much. All right, the animals revered us, man. All right, but now since we are in this low state, okay, the fear of dread that was once on the animals, to fear us has been removed. All right, and this is why you have animals attacking people, okay? All right, they don't respect you, but we are starting to slowly see the Lord, giving us that connection back, all right? And in Jacob's trouble especially, this is the reason why I'm bringing this up. In Jacob's trouble, the animals will be used as a means to take care of us as well, man. All right. Now this was inspired by these two videos that I'm about to show. All right. So let's play this first one dealing with this deer.
The mother deer disregarded the danger and came to the center of the road, forcing the vehicle in front of her to stop, although the driver got off the car and wanted to drive him away. But the mother deer not only remained indifferent, but instead looked at the driver with a face of despair and helplessness, as if needed his help for something. As the saying goes, there must be a reason why creatures block the way. So the kind-hearted driver felt the dear mother should have encountered some difficulties. Subsequently, start immediately following the direction of the mother deer to see the situation. After more than 10 minutes, they arrived at the edge of this lawn, seeing a little deer tightly entangled by a football net. No matter how hard he struggled, couldn't escape. On the contrary, the more struggle, the tighter the football net becomes. The mother deer nodded desperately, signaled the driver uncle to quickly rescue his child. It turns out that the reason why this dear mother disregarded the danger and intercepted the vehicle was to request human rescue for her child, because he knows that if the child doesn't receive timely help before long, the little deer will soon die. Kind drivers are also moved by their maternal love, so decided to help the little deer get rid of it. He came to the little deer and began to carry out rescue operations, but seeing strangers approaching, the little deer seemed a bit scared, continuously shouting and struggling. Hear child's incessant wailing. The mother deer is also afraid that the driver will harm her child, continuously running anxiously back and forth around. Seems to be pleading with the driver not to harm his child, but they clearly misunderstood the driver. The driver carefully removed the football net from the little deer's body. After a lot of effort, the little deer finally managed to be saved. Successfully rescued deer ran back to the forest. When I thought things would come to an end like this, however, what didn't expect was just when the driver wanted to go back, the mother deer unexpectedly blocked the vehicle with the little deer again. The driver just got ready to get off the car and check the situation, but didn't expect the deer to suddenly run in front of him, then knelt down on the ground with sincerity. It turned out that he wanted to thank the driver uncle for his life-saving kindness in this way. What a sensible little guy. If you are still in front of the video, please light up the little red star and leave a message in the comment section. Everything has a spirit. Exclaim that animals are also so magical. Finally, let's give a big thumbs up for the kind driver uncle and the great maternal love. May God bless good people with peace throughout their lives.
right, this is one example. You're gonna watch this one too.
Killer whale stopped the yacht. Constant cries for help. I can see from the little guy's eyes that he is very worried. Visitors also realize that the killer whale was asking for help. He reaches out to calm the killer whale and had his partner call the animal rescue team. Rescue teams arrived soon after. Seeing humans coming to help, the killer whale looks excited. Began a non-stop procession around the rescue boat. After they swam a few laps, they headed for the sea ahead. The rescuers immediately understood. Close behind the killer whale, just after passing through the cave, the young killer whale finally stopped, found not far from the sea. Go see what's going on, only to find his tail tangled in a fishing net. Can't move at all? Two baby killer whales are also wailing in pain. Turns out the little guy wants humans to save his mother. That's why baby killer whales intercept the yacht. The rescuers were moved by the scene, decided to help the mother killer whale regain her freedom as soon as possible, with everyone working together, and the mother killer whale is very cooperative. Understood that humans were helping it. The rescuers took out scissors. One cut the rope. Now the mother killer whale is finally free. Began to swim forward without stopping. The baby killer whale sees its mother out of danger, excited to make a happy sound, as if to thank people for saving their lives. And just then, suddenly another pod of killer whales appeared on the surface, with their uniform movements, to escort the rescue team, to express gratitude for human assistance. Seeing this heartwarming sight, everyone said it was worth it. But then the mother killer whale swam back, with a manta ray in his mouth to give to the rescue team. Finally, the rescue team was safely brought to the shore. As the sun sets, the baby killer whale are reluctant to part. The back of the leaving team members say it was the most beautiful sight he had ever seen in his life.
All right. So this goes to show you that, hey man, animals have spirits too. All right. Well, Esau will pretty much try to make it seem like, animals are soulless, they're stupid. But no, animals are extremely intelligent, And this goes to show you that they're completely in order with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Let me bring this out real quick. This is Job chapter 12, verse 7. It says, "But ask now the beast, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee, or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Most High have wrought this?" All right. So you can actually learn a lot from studying the animals, man. All right. And when it comes to, the interaction with the people, the animals, all right, they know how to communicate with us. It's just that our connection with the animals have been disconnected, okay? But to show you that, that is true, this is why Esau has movies such as, Dr. Dolittle and things like that, because at one point we were able to communicate with the animals. Because how else do you think when the time of Noah, he was able to get the animals on the ark, all right? Because number one, we had that dominion over the animals. They had the fear and dread upon them, all right? And then two, like I said, he was able to communicate with them, all right? But when you look at how the animals are pretty much acting in the world now, okay, they show you that the earth is in turmoil, man, all right? Because you can look when they established those 5G towers, man. You had all type of videos of animals bugging out, all right, becoming sick, acting erratic, all right. You see, these animals attacking these Edomites more and more because they know that this so-called white man is the devil, man, all right. And when a natural disaster is about to happen, the animals pretty much, they dip out. All right, you see a large migration pattern, all right, when the Lord is about to make a move, man, all right? So these different things are examples that you can learn from the animals, all right, to show you that the animals are very intelligent, man, all right, because the Spirit of the Lord resides in them as well, man. Everything on the planet has, a vibration with it, man, okay, because the Lord created everything, man. So, of course, his vibration, his spirit is going to be in them, man, all right? But you see how Esau uses and abuses the animals, man. All right? Let me get this real quick. Proverbs 12 and 10, because he doesn't regard animal life as nothing precious, man. All right? The animals, yeah, we know, can be, brutal when you watch, different things like how animals feed on each other, But that's just the natural cycle of life the Most High has provided for them to pretty much, survive. But when it comes to dealing with human interaction with animals, mainly, the Edomites, they purposely abuse and destroy the animal to where it's very inhumane and maddening to see these videos. Like when you watch the slaughterhouses, all right, you see Edomites torturing animals and all that, man, because this man is the devil. Okay, this is Proverbs 12:10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. All right, and here in the NLT it says the godly care for their animals, but the wicked are always cruel, right? Because we understand the animals play a vital part, to our survival as well, man. All right, you see Esau trying to, down to the littlest thing, like give you an example with the bees, man. All right, Esau has pretty much done a huge job of trying to kill off the bees, which are a vital part of life, man. All right, and they're telling you that they have GMO bees, all right, different things like that, which is destructive, because hey, without bees, all right, there would be no pretty much way for the plants to get pollinated, man. All right, which will cause pretty much the life of like the plants to die, man. All right, now, like I said, you see how Esau treats these animals, man. You look at these videos of how these animals are kept on these farms or whatnot, man. The cows, the pigs, all right, the horses are kept in these small ass stalls to where they're not able to pretty much roam around, and the animals that are able to roam around, all right, they're given a very small area. They're being fed, a diet that they're not accustomed to, man. It's very wicked that how this man, operates, man. All right, but when the Israelites get back in the power seat, the animals are going to be able to go back to their natural function. All right, there's not going to be no need to advertise things such as free range meat, grass fed meat, antibiotic free meat, and all these different things, man. This devil, all right, is doing these things to pretty much bring death into the world, man. All right, he uses and abuses the animals to where those hormones are pretty much being leaked into the meat, and then you're eating it, and it's causing your body to get messed up, man. All right, so hey, this man is the devil, man. But I bring everything back full circle to show you that hey, the Lord is going to use the animals to pretty much help us in the time of Jacob's trouble. So I brought these two videos out to show you the animals know how to communicate with us when they need help. So how much more when we need it. All right, and you have to know and believe that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua can and will use these different examples for our benefit in the time of our trouble, man. Okay, so let me go back to Job. This is the book of Job, chapter 5, verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Because when all hell breaks loose, just know, if you are of the elect, with Lord willing, all of us that sincerely believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, we will be delivered. All right, it says in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 is completion. So we will have complete protection to where evil will not touch us, man. All right, we won't be succumbing to the judgments that the Lord has out here for the wicked. Okay, it says in famine he shall redeem thee from death and war, from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. It says, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. Okay, hold on real quick. Salakia. It says, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beast of the field shall be at peace with thee. Okay, so the animals are going to be at peace with it. We're going to be one with the earth again, man. Okay, we're going to have that connection reestablished with the earth and the animals, man, to where, hey, they're going to the animals are going to protect us, man. Okay, now we don't have the answers of what exactly the Lord is going to have them do, but we have examples in the scriptures to show you exactly what I'm saying, man. Okay, the animals can protect you, they can feed you. All right, you don't know what the Lord is capable of using them for, but like I said, we have the examples in the scriptures to give us comfort to if something like that was to happen, we know that it's possible, man. All right, this is 1 Kings chapter 17, verse 1. And Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, and said unto Ahab, as the Lord power of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word. And the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn thee afterward. It's like turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook of Cherith, that is before Jordan. Yeah, because the Most High had Elijah hide himself because Ahab was wanting to kill him. All right, because Ahab was being influenced by Jezebel. I believe if this is the same story. All right, but they wanted to kill Elijah, man. And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the rivers to feed thee. It's like the ravens to feed thee. See? All right. Elijah was one with the earth and the beasts of the field, man. All right. The Lord told him to go to an area to where he had, water, and he said he was going to have the ravens bring him food. Okay. It says, so he went and did according unto the word of the Lord, for he went and dwelt by the brook of Cherith, that is before Jordan, and the rivers, it's like you keep saying rivers, and the ravens brought him bread and fish in the morning, and bread and fish in the evening, and he drank of the brook. So see how Yahweh Shem Yahushua pretty much, took care of him. All right? And that's what we got to look forward to, Lord willing. We're of the elect. So that's one of the reasons why we don't have to worry, whenever this society breaks down and we're cut off because we refuse to take part in the Esau system and get that charagma, man. All right? The Lord can have something like this happen. All right? Where he can have animals bringing you food. He can bring you to an area, and even though, the water is polluted, the Lord can instantly purify it, man. All right? He could have something where is a story in the scriptures, I forget where it's at, to where a certain tree had fell in the river, and that tree purified the water. All right? Or the Lord can just snap his fingers and purify it, himself. But at the end of the day, nothing is impossible with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So knowing that, all right, we find solace in knowing that we're going to be taken care of as long as we fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay? Get this real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 41 and 13. It says, For I, the Lord thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. Fear not thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. Okay? It says, I will help thee, save the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. All right, the Lord told us not to fear. He called us a worm because a worm has no defense mechanism, man. All right? A worm is completely exposed to the elements, to the predators. All right? And that's how the Lord likens us, man, because in this captivity, all right, physically, we have no protection. All right, but we know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with us. He's going to take care of us, man. He's going to protect us and provide for us in that day, man. All right? Because the Lord told us that he's with us whithersoever we goeth, man. All right? So he's always there for us, man. But you have to believe that. All right? Is that meme I always bring out, pretty much going to the Lord, will put you in the element of impossibility to show his power, man. Roughly paraphrasing. So in a means to where you think there's no way I can get out of this, then you when you trust in the Lord, you understand that, hey, the Lord will bring you out of this, man, because what the scriptures say, man. All right. Let's say Corinthians, the 11 and 5, 11 and 10. That's not it. First Corinthians 10 and 13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but with the temptation, also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Right. So we're gonna be able to escape the different things that we're presented with in the time of Jacob's trouble. That's your trying period, man. To really show you have faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. Because we don't know exactly how the Lord's gonna do it, but we know the Lord is gonna take care of us, though, man. All right. So we're gonna have a way out of the famine, the way out of whatever it is the Lord puts in front of us, man. He's gonna take care of us, man. Okay, because the Lord, he knows what we need, man. All right, but do you believe? That's the big question at the end of the day, man. Okay, so like you. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7. It says, "For we walk by faith and not by sight." All right. So though we can't see what the Lord has planned for us, we know that the Lord is going to take care of us, man. Because what the other precepts say, all right? Is it expected end? Yep, Jeremiah chapter 29 and 11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Okay, so if we're of the elect, the Lord is not going to leave us out, to be destroyed. Okay, because the thoughts that he has towards us, Lord, when we're of the elect, are thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give us an expected end. And that expected end is ultimately leading up to the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, so in order for us to get to the kingdom of heaven, we have to be, saved during the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So with that being said, you gotta 100% believe that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is gonna take care of us. Cause like I said, man, there's nothing. All right, let me pull the scripture. There's nothing the Lord can't do. All right. This is Luke 1 and 37. For with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, nothing shall be impossible. All right. And these videos are good reminders of that, because the animals have enough wherewithal to ask for help. All right. You know who brought these animals to these people to ask for help? The Lord guided them to those animals to pretty much help them out. So how much more his people? Okay? Because at the end of the day, man, if we are of the elect, okay, the Lord is going to take care of us. And that's what you have to believe, man. I'm going to keep saying that point over and over and over again, man. All right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 26. It says, "Behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they?" All right. The animals, all right, they're provided for. They're given food, water, shelter. Okay. And it said that, are you not much better than the animals? All right. Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit unto his statures? All right. And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you, that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Wherefore, if the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is cast into the oven, Shall he not much more clothe ye, O ye of little faith? Okay, so the Lord provides for all the creatures of the earth, man. The animals, the plants, all right, everything is provided for. So how much more, us, man? Okay. It says, take therefore no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. Yeah, they seek for a sign. How do we know the Lord's going to really take care of us? How do we know? Because we have faith. That's why every time we're presented with the question from you carnal people out there, well, what are y'all going to do? Y'all always talking about the Lord is going to bring a famine. He's bringing destruction. What are y'all going to do in that day? We're going to trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? It says, for after all these things do the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knoweth that you have need of all these things. But seek ye the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and his righteousness, and all these shall be added unto you. All right? Take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for the morrow, or the morrow shall take thought of the things of itself. It says, for the morrow shall take things for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So the point being, okay, as long as you trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, you're going to be provided for, man. Seek ye the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added unto you. So our thoughts is forward motion for the kingdom, and the Lord's going to provide food, water, and raiment for us in that day, man. And like I said, when it comes to the animals, all right, we don't have to fear them, all right, because they're instruments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai as well, man. All right, and like I mentioned in the beginning of the lesson, the Lord gave us dominion over the animals, man. All right, let me get that real quick. This is Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. And Yahweh, I say it already verbatim, and God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and every other, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Because if we are of the elect, we are the original creators of all the creatures that we see on the planet, man. We were the creator of everything, man. All right. So the Lord is gonna give us that power back over the creation, man. All right. Therefore, hey, man, we don't know what the Lord can have happen, man. All right. Hey, you can have animals come up and offer themselves up as a meal to you, man. All right. Hey, did not that happen with Abraham? Okay, when he was about to offer up Isaac as a sacrifice for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and right before he was about to drive the knife through Isaac, all right, the angel stopped him, and then what happened? It was a goat that appeared, okay, and they ended up using the goat as a sacrifice, man. All right, because what he tell Isaac, man, okay, the Most High will provide us a sacrifice, man, and the Lord did that, man, because Abraham had absolute faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what we gotta have, man. All right, and so we have absolute faith that the Lord can use animals to bring us food, man. All right, because hey, he provides their food, so how much more us? Okay. Job 38 and 41. It says, hold on real quick, let me see something. Yeah, Job 38 and 41. Who provided for the ravens his food when his young ones cry unto the Most High? They wander for lack of meat. In the NLT. Who provides food for the ravens when their young cry out to the Most High and wander about in hunger? Because like I read in that Matthew, all right, the Lord feeds the animals, okay? However he, causes the other animals to pretty much, become prey for the other ones when the birds cry out, and he gives them the worms or whatever. The Lord is the one that provides the food for the animals. So you got to know that's going to be the same situation for us as well, man. Okay? Because at the end of the day, we're going to be in league with the animals, man. All right. So knowing that, we don't have nothing to worry about, man. All right. The animals that are set for judgments amongst the wicked 2/3. All right. The Lord is going to allow them to pretty much, be food for the animals, man. Because did he not promise the birds a feast? All right. So judgment in the form of the animals is going to fall upon the 2/3, but for the elect, they're going to be a help to us, man. All right. Let me get that real quick. This is the book of Sirach 39 and 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right. Those spirits of vengeance comes in all forms, man, and they can come in the form of animals. This is why it was a TV show that came on, I forgot what channel it was. It was like when animals attack or whatever, Those were spirits of vengeance that were put on those animals to attack those people. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. All right? So the animals are also set up as a form of judgment as well. So, hey, once again, we don't know how the Lord is going to use the animals, but if we're of the elect, we don't foresee us, following in that path of becoming food for the animals, man. The animals are going to protect the elect, man. All right? Hey, you could be walking, during that time, you could be walking and a bear or a lion or whatever will come out, and the Lord put the spirit on it to look right past you and go attack somebody else, man. All right, with the Lord willing. All right, that a situation like that, hey, we're covered. But hey, we believe the Lord is going to protect us while He uses the animals to exact vengeance on these wicked ass people, man. All right. In fact, I'm gonna stay on this one because that's best believe judgment in that form is coming to you 2/3 and you heathen, man. Okay. Jeremiah 15:1. Then saith the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? And thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. Right. Those are judgment created for the wicked. But if we're of the elect, like I started the lesson out in Job, all right, in 6 troubles, yea, and even 7, the Lord said that no evil is going to touch us, man. All right. So these judgments are going out to the wicked. All right. To be, however form of judgment the Lord's going to have. But when it comes to the elect, all right, in the face of the most dangerous animal, the Lord could put the spirit on them, to protect you. All right. Here's a good example. All right. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 6, verse 16. All right. This is when Daniel got thrown in the lion's den. It says, then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the dens of lions, in the den of lions. Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, thy God, whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee. And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet and with the signet of his lords, that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel. Right. So when they threw Daniel in that lion's den, they purposely did not feed the lions, all right, to make sure that they were nice and hungry. So when Daniel got thrown in there, that he will instantly become food to the lions, man. But what happened? Verse 18. Then the king went into his palace and passed the night fasting. Neither were instruments of music brought before thee, and his sleep went from him. Then the king arose very early in the morning and went in haste into the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said unto Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living power, is thy power, whom thou servest continually, able to deliver thee from the lions? Then said Daniel unto the king, O king, live forever. My God has sent his angel and shut the lion's mouth, that they have not hurt me. For as much as before him innocently was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt. All right. So the Lord put the spirit on the lions not to attack Daniel, man. All right. They pretty much dwelt with Daniel peaceably, man. All right. It says, verse 23, and then was the king exceedingly glad for him, and commanded that they should take Daniel out of the lion's den. It's like Daniel out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no manner was hurt found upon him, because he believed in his power. Right. So Daniel was in the lion's den with hungry lions, and not even a scratch was put on Daniel, man, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua protected him, man. All right. And the king commanded, and they brought those men which had accused Daniel, and cast them into the den of lions, them, their children, and their wives. And the lions had the mastery over them, and break all their bones in pieces, or ever they came at the bottom of the den. All right. So as soon as they threw those people that accused Daniel into the den, all right, the lions, pounced on them and devoured them and their family, man. All right. So that's the difference between the righteous and the elect. All right. The Lord can have us in the vicinity of an apex predator and be protected. Okay. But for the wicked, all right, that very same situation will spell their death, man. Okay. So I just wanted to, bring it out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. The Lord is going to reestablish that connection with the animals and with the earth again, man. All right, because all of it belongs to the Israelites anyways, man. All right. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna end it right here. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time I say shalom.